Alright, we're in the grounds. Let me put a campfire down just so I can get back here easy if I need to. So we are level 90, right? And this is a tier 2 House of Thule zone. This is just where I'm questing, so you can kind of see how, like, that was a 7-second fight, right? That was a blue mob, 7 seconds. So here's another one. You know, what is this gonna be? It's a little longer now, 13 seconds, I guess. But, it just falls, right? Now we need to kind of get past that stuff, because that'll all aggro on us. Alright, mini AoE taunt. See the explosion of hatred there. Go. Just killing everything here. I'm literally only pressing the 5 button and tab to target the next one, right? That's all I do. And then I leave on corpse. You can kind of see the DPS as we're rolling through here. You know, 21k DPS on me. My DPS is going to be the highest because, you know, I am playing from this character, right? So that's just the way this works. Like in most things, right? Like no matter what, it's going to be the highest. Let's get the bard singing, maybe. That might help. Now I'm doing auto follow melee for the other ones, so as I follow, they follow me. They have to, oh my gosh, where are these at? They have to be in the right angles, right? So if we hit explosion, get everybody on me. Leave that on corpse. Okay, let's just hide that for right now. And then you can kind of just see how this effectively works. Like, if you want to know how each of these characters is set up, you know, watch the individual videos for all these things, but for the most part, it's exactly set up that way. And this is, you know, just trash mobs, right? Like, normal experience mobs. Like, that thing got deleted in I don't even know how many seconds that was. This is gonna be a problem because so I have AoEs, right, and these guardians are gonna attack most likely. So we'll see how that goes. If we get lucky or not there. Yeah, right, perfect. Make our way up top here. So we're just gonna go over this way. Now. Looking good. I mean, look at how fast we're deleting some of these things here, right? But you can see how the damage kind of is a little different than the actual damage. And that kind of, like, that's something I've noticed in, like, everything, right? You see, like, a video where people are talking about how they, you know, their damage is parsing at this, right? For their single target. But that's, like, best case scenario when you're fighting a target dummy, right? The real world stuff is a lot different, right? Things don't have as many hit points. Things die, like inside the guild hall, right? Buffs don't wear off, so I don't have to worry about, you know, refreshing quick time or anything like that, because it just lasts forever. You know, stuff like that, so. If we go over here, here's a named, right? This is a level 90 named mob. You can see here, he's nothing, like literally nothing to this group right now. So it's kind of just how this plays. Now, if I were to redo this group again, I would probably go with 3 mages. I love the Beast Lord, don't get me wrong, but the melee issues, like having to melee and stuff like that, is more effort than I'd care to do most of the time. And that's because I'm lazy, right? Like, at the end of the day, I'm lazy. And stuff like that, so kind of go like that. Yeah. We can see the mages are kind of keeping equal DPS. Now, they don't have an opportunity to fight anything for very long. Now, I think it's just because, you know, we are a group versus, like, you know, these weaker mobs. Now, as we get into the upper tiers of House of Thule, Or there might be some stuff that's going to be a little bit harder, I would assume anyway. And then get into Vale of Valaris and so on through all the different expansions. We'll definitely see some stuff. Now, this is the first time I've done a video like this for this group. If this is something, I got a suggestion, right? Like someone said they'd like to see gameplay in the how I play my character videos, right? And I was like, oh, that's, you know, that'd make it, you know, a longer video, right? But, and then I thought about it and I was like, well, I can make it into a breakout because these characters alone, they're not really as strong as they are together, right? Like you're not going to go solo like this, right? It's just not going to happen, right? And like, I don't have any difficulty with this. Like, this has been trivial since I got here at, what was it, like 88, 89, right? I have had no problems with House of Thule content, tier 2. Now, I did die in one of the videos, but it's just because my bard ran off and pulled a bunch of mobs. I wasn't in the right mindset for that, but you can see, like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break follow right here. I'm just going to leave them. Now, let me buff up real quick. Stubborn stance. And we're going to pull more than one. We've been pulling one mob. We're going to pull more than one. Now, that's a named. I checked tracking when I came in here. I knew exactly what was up. Knew where to go. We're going to grab him. And we're just going to do like a, you know, a dumb, I have no idea how to pull kind of thing, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to drop mantle. I probably didn't even need it, but all I'm pressing right now is 5. So keep that in mind. I'm only pressing 5. Now, as long as everything's on me, that's all that matters, right? Lost one, so I'm hitting 6. Got them all back. The thing there. So there is a named in this pull. He's at 32%. You can see there, like, almost nothing. Didn't mez anything. Now, having my characters melee would have been smart, right? If I were to position them a little better, but, you know, it is what it is. It's just not worth the effort most of the time. But there we go. Just deleted that pack of mobs. Now, let's see here. Let's go over here. Let's just... Oh, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. That's a lot more mobs. Let's just bring them all home. Alright, so whatever comes here first is what we're going to be targeting. Alright, I'm going to drop Carpaths just for the extra. That was more than I was expecting. There we go. Now, if I was smart, which I don't think I am, I would probably set up like AoE rains or something like this if I was going to keep pulling like this. But then I run the risk of kind of what the Beast Lord is doing right now. She is doing AoEs through one of her spells and through her melee attacks. And, you know, you see some of these things are getting cleaved down. But each of those has a risk for her, you know, somebody to take aggro, right? Like, I'm not even paying attention to this fight, and they're all gone. Right? So, I think that's a good demonstration of this. Here, let's do this. Let me take all these guys back to the guild hall, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, so let's bring in the data and take a look at that. So, if I can get the window to cooperate, there we go. Alright, so this is the fight we had against the target dummies, right? So 28,000 DPS on the DPS, 20,000 for Hobbs, right? What we're going to do is we're going to select all the mobs that we fought getting there and in the grounds, right? And ignore these other people that we ran across, but you see here now, Hobbs is at 20,000 DPS, and everybody else is significantly a lower DPS because the fights are too short. There's like, if I tried to dot, there would be nothing to dot because it's just so short. Now, Hobbs is, doing mostly probably melee damage, right? So this is 8 million damage from him. Let's see it, zoom in on that. DPS breakdown, Shadow Knight. It's almost all his slashes. There's some damage shield because he does have a mage damage shield on, but not enough to even really think about it, right? 2 million damage, that's less than his melee. So it is, it is what it is, right? I can show inside the guild hall, like how much damage I can potentially do. And then in actuality, this is what they do. Like it's almost half the DPS, but as you saw, most of these fights, like how long were, like let's just pick one randomly. 6 seconds. 8 seconds. These were like multiples, so like 33 seconds is a little bit long. Servant of Thule, 8 seconds. Like that's like one tick. That's a tick and a little bit of extra, right? Every tick is 6 seconds on the server, so every spell that can tick is 6 seconds every tick. So they're kind of there, right? Like each of these is just so fast unless I pulled multiple, and it wasn't doing AoE. Now, if I were to change my mages up to do AoE damage, I'm almost certain these things would just die instantly, right? Here's the named was 22 seconds, 30,000 DPS on him, 18,000 from him. The Beast Lord was doing more, but let's zoom in here, right? I don't know why I think she's a druid. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure what that is going there. I must have said something on that one. She did no melee damage on that because I didn't position her, right? It's all casting plus the pets. So definitely, some information here. I don't know how useful this is to people, but I'm going to try to do these videos if they're, if anybody finds these interesting. I'll do these for the level 95 and so on and so on. I'm not going to go back and redo them. I can't do lower level stuff. I'm not making any more characters that I'm going to do it like that. So it's whatever goes forward is what's going forward. But if somebody finds this useful, let me know. If there's something else you'd like to see in this kind of stuff, let me know, and we can talk about it and see what I can produce for that. No, I didn't even know there was paintings up here. That's so cool. But that is how I play my level 90 Shadow Knight, Shaman, Bard, Beast Lord, and Mages. If you have any questions or comment, please leave them down below, and we can talk about it. Thank you very much for watching. Please have a fantastic day.